to this day, his boys carry on his legacy. There are two ways we live on: memory and family. But for their family, there is another.
Why are we all coaches, all of his sons? I guess it speaks to a very powerful, example and role model, and we really looked up to him.
What he did, he loved. In his eyes, he wasn't working. I saw that in him, and so I don't know if I would have been satisfied doing anything else.
They loved coaching because they admired their father as a coach. He was their father and their coach.
Ron Stoops Sr. taught and coached for 28 years at Cardinal Mooney High School in Youngstown, Ohio. From the time his four sons could walk, they followed their father to practices and back home again, where he'd break down game film on the family refrigerator.
It was a big projector that you had to carry around. He would come home on Sunday night.
It was kind of strange. It would be dark in there. You'd have the lights down, and the film was going.
You had the button that just had the play go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Back and forth, back and forth. I got tired of just seeing the same play go.
And you're wondering, what is he looking at?
Can we go to the next play?
If family was the foundation of the Stoops house, sports were the mortar. Raising 6 children on a teacher's salary, Ron Sr. worked and played hard and expected the same from his sons.
He would grind his teeth, or bite his lip, and that was a sure sign that you better stop whatever it was you were doing. I must have inherited that characteristic. I think we all did.
He was fun to play for, but it seemed like it was always probably hardest on us, being the son of one of the coaches. We got kicked in the butt many times.
The sons all played and shined for their father at Mooney. The 3 youngest went on to play at Iowa. The oldest, Ron Jr., was already coaching for Mooney's crosstown rival Boardman High School when the son faced the father on an October night in 1988. Ron Jr. was calling defenses when the news reached him in the 4th quarter.
I was across the field when I got a call up in the press box that they wanted me to come down to the field, that my dad was ill, was sick.
Sister Jane, the principal, came to get me and said, "Dee, we're going to take him to the hospital." And I just kind of folded, my knees went down.
I got to the other sideline, and my dad was just being put in an ambulance on a stretcher. He was pale. I was very, very, very much afraid. And I just put my hand on his shoulder.
I said, "They're going to take you to the hospital." He said, "Yeah, I'll be all right." And he said, "Take off my boots." I took off his boots. It's the last thing I did for him.
Just minutes after leaving the football field, Ron Stoops Sr.'s heart gave out. He was 54 years old.
He's not with you anymore, and that hole that's left in you, stays there.
Hundreds filled St. Dominic's on Youngstown's south side where he was laid to rest, with a prize his son Bob earned for playing in the 1982 Rose Bowl.
Bobby took off his Rose Bowl ring and buried it with his dad. I said, "Bobby, you'll want that someday. You'll have a son." He says, "No, I worked that hard probably because of Dad, the lessons I've learned from him, so I'm just, that's where it belongs, Mom."
23 years later, they are where they belong. 4 sons still following their father. Bob at Oklahoma, Mike at Arizona, Mark at Florida State, and Ron Jr. still in Ohio, teaching at Boardman, coaching at Youngstown State.
We always believe he's a big part of what we do. He's in Tallahassee, he's in Youngstown, he's in Oklahoma, he's in Arizona. So I just think he's got probably the best seat of all.
He's watching us. Yeah. I hope he's proud.
A coach's life and the light it still projects through sons and down sidelines, in legacy and in memory.